Y'all, girl, girl. I'm on break. I'm on break. And I want to go live real quick. I really don't I really don't remember where we left off at. That's the only thing. I just don't remember where we left off at. But but all right. You know what? I am tired of Georgia Power, bro. I'm tired, y'all. I'm in my email and I just saw an email that really pissed me off. That ain't one thing, boy. Anyway, I'm not even going there because I'm on break. So it's a couple of things that I want to make sure that I do and say, but we don't got long. So I'm looking. Okay, the knots on his head. Like said help. He said help. All right, let me open up this one and I'm gonna have to share the screen. And hey, who in here first? Hey, Sandy, what's up? Sharika, what's up? I just cut the first live video. Hello, my beautiful queen and king and love the family. That's what's up, man. I'm glad that you're here. I'm on break right now. So we're gonna do a quick pop while I'm on break. And then we're gonna go on about our merry way. And I want to do it now because I'm not getting off work till 9 o'clock tonight. You feel me? It's gonna be about 9 or 10 o'clock before I get off. So, and if they need somebody overnight, I might go to the overnight shift because y'all they tripping with the hours. And I had to catch myself because when I was on the phone with the people that work in scheduling, you don't really want to make them your enemy. You don't really want to, what I'm saying, go in too hard because these are the people who call you when it's clients. So you don't want to make enemies in the office. You actually want to make as many friends as you can so that they'll call you or keep you in mind if somebody call out or if it's an all call or something like that. So, but the only thing about it is that office rotates faster than I ever seen anything in my life. That office rotates, man. Boy, the only thing consistent in the office is the owner. Promise you. Promise you. All right, y'all, let's get into this real quick. Now, it has been over 24 hours now. It's officially 1 day old. So I want to, Sis said that he actually called for help. And I also want y'all to pay attention to, remember the other day when we did that live and I said, look how she's staring at him, y'all. Look how she's staring at him. She's trolling us. She's trolling us, y'all. She don't do this. She don't look at him like this and just don't say nothing. But I played the video the other day of her in the hospital pushing Junior out, and I was telling y'all, look at how she looking at him. She don't like him. Look at how she's staring at him. And then the next day, this video comes out, and you ain't finna tell me she ain't trolling.
Now you already know why Christian Rock is giving Junior more visibility now, and she really doesn't care. They're insidious.
Look at that. Matter of fact, I gotta go. I gotta go back to Instagram because we looked at this on Instagram. We looked at this on Instagram. Y'all go to Before React so y'all can get his commentary. If nobody can duplicate anybody's commentary, you know what I mean? His style and his commentary, you can't get nowhere else. My style, my commentary, you can't get nowhere else. And it's something that you don't want to miss. So go to his channel so that you can get his commentary on this as well and get mine over here. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to B4 Reacts. Let me see if I can pull it up on IG so that way I just have the video. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Is this it? Okay. Wait. Y'all look at this and y'all cannot tell me that she is not freaking trolling us. She's freaking trolling us and she think that she know that we can tell actually. I think she know. Look at how she looking at him, y'all. Look, this is after we did the video. Put it in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember when we did the video, when I kept telling y'all, look at how she's staring at him. Look at how she's staring at him. Like the video, y'all. Hey, everybody that's just coming in. We only been live for 6 minutes. So y'all come on in and hit the like button, y'all. Let's get to the first 25 likes. We're not going to be here long because I'm on break and I got to go back to work. So I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as I can. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't want to waste no time. If I got time to go live, I want to go ahead and do it so that we can stay on track so that we don't get too far behind. Yep, that's exactly what I said. She's rage baiting. Boom. Now just imagine that. Just imagine that, Latanya. Somebody that's rage baiting with their own baby. Basically, now it has gotten to the point where she like, I know y'all wish y'all could get him. I hate y'all and I hate him. Yeah, look at how I stare at him. Yeah, he got knots on his head. I know y'all. It's like she dangling the baby over the railing at the building just to piss us off. That's what she's doing at this point. That's what we have come to. Now it's like, nanny boo boo, I can be a horrible mom to this baby. Y'all gotta watch me be a bad mother. Y'all gotta watch me almost unalive this boy right before your eyes. How dark of a person do you have to be to do that? For anybody who just coming in, I'm letting everybody know that Krishan is purposely trolling, specifically becoming family. It's specifically us. And the reason why I'm telling you, and I know it's specifically us, is because we were just talking about her staring at him. The same way after Ronnie was unalive, I talked about Krishan putting a hood over her head. And I said she thinks that she's the angel of death. That's what I said. And then literally minutes later, she goes live eating hot dogs and she kept putting that blanket over her head. She always does that because she don't want nobody to know who we are. So she ain't gonna come out and say it. She ain't gonna say this girl that know everything that I got going on, that figured out all of my secrets. This girl over here on YouTube, she not gonna say specifically us. She's just gonna throw shade and troll us. Because if more people knew about who we were, that's just more people that's gonna see who she really is. So she ain't gonna have that. She just gonna do little weird stuff. When they was both wearing all white at that boxing event, she was trolling us then too. This is not her first time doing this. This is my first time coming out and saying it. It's been going on for years now. Where I say, that's funny that I just said this and now she doing it. No, she been doing this, y'all. This been going on for years now. But now I'm finna start just saying it. She's specifically trolling us by staring at him like that because we literally were just watching videos when they were in the hospital and I said, look at how she's staring at him. So while I'm on break, we're gonna try to get into some new things too. But I just want to take a look at a couple of things with y'all and enjoy y'all presence while I'm on break, y'all. That's all I want to do today. That's all. So we're gonna look at her fake pushing, and we're gonna look at how she treat and look at this baby as of today.
Yeah, but when I bring the
Look, trolling.
guys, the promote.
Now that's evil. That's evil. What's she doing? Oh my God, that's evil, y'all. This is your son, and you think everything is a game. You really do. You think everything is a game. But you gonna get yours. You gonna see. Girl, you gonna see. And don't come crying when you do.
Already took care of it. I just bring it. It's already in the system, right? I never had to do anything. Hey, I love the love. Thank
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You didn't even want him to hug you. You were about to pull him off of you. Y'all make sure I don't miss the video. I heard she was shaking him on video. Is that true?
you. Yeah.
There a video
But it
out
still
there of
won't
her
come out
shaking
more
him?
money. Yeah,
Look,
that's $100 right there.
she's trolling.
So I'm gonna call customer service. Won't you call customer service to see how we can make it work?
Now, I know what I wanted to show y'all now.
That's over $300 anyway. Because usually when you bring the guys, any other but when I bring the guys, the promoter already took care of it. I just bring it. It's already in the system, right? I never had to do anything. Hey, I love the love. Thank you. Yeah, but it still won't come up more money. Yeah, that's $100 right there. So I'll call customer service. Won't you call customer service to see?
This is called dyskinetic cerebral palsy, case 2. That's dyskinetic cerebral palsy. Okay? That's dyskinetic cerebral palsy. This is dyskinetic cerebral palsy, case 3. So I'm letting y'all know this child is like 2 or 3 years old. So you can look at Junior now and she can make it look like now that he's doing certain things, but the bigger he gets, he's gonna be doing the same movement, the same things. And it can change with intervention, but he's not getting that. He's not getting that. And the experts that know about cerebral palsy, you know what the experts are irritated with? The doctors taking so long to diagnose the babies. They want it to be where the babies get diagnosed earlier so that intervention can start earlier so that they have more of a chance to have a normal life. The longer you wait, the worse that it gets. So all these videos, why you wasting your time trolling us? Why you wasting your time trolling us? You need to learn what you need to do for your baby, but you don't love your baby. You don't want your baby. You don't care about your baby. All you care about is yourself and your money. You thought we forgot about that? We ain't gonna never forget about that video with you sitting up in that red t-shirt. All I care about is myself and my money. Oh yeah, wait. Blueface can hear me, so let me say something about Blueface so he don't know that I really don't give a damn about him either. I'm just using him too. You did this to your child. And you gonna sit up there and let things get worse and worse and worse, and I don't. I'm gonna stay on your ass. I'm gonna stay on your head. Now they are showing it, but I more so like when it's explained. I understand that they're showing it, and I'm going to show y'all people, kids that are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old that are still crawling because they have cerebral palsy, and it's severe. And let me explain something to y'all. Junior has let me know in several different ways that he is a fighter. He has let me know that in several different ways. I really can say he has let us know that for the people that's clicked in on that level. For the people that's tapped in, which is most of becoming family, he has shown us that he's a fighter and that he's resilient in many different ways and facets. Y'all done heard me sit up here and say, oh, he's strong till he a fighter. And I would get frustrated because those signs that he is willing to push himself, that he is actually trying. When you see a child that's trying, and then you see the parent that don't even see that can't even fathom that could care less about any of that. It's almost like seeing a child is being held hostage. That is how she's treating him now. Like he her permanent hostage. Doing little stares at him just to piss us off. So that lets us know she's not remorseful. These are things that are important for us to remember and take note of. So you hear people saying what we saying about the baby and what's going on with the baby, and you go on Dancer Project and other places like, oh, it hurts you, and you care so much. But the truth of the matter is, you don't care. You just want us to shut up. It don't bother you that he got cerebral palsy. That don't break your heart. Are y'all understanding? Because I think that even though we have clocked her, like the video, y'all, I'm on break. For everybody that's just coming in, you ain't missing nothing. We only been live for 18 minutes, but I'm on break, y'all. So I'm trying to get it all, get everything that's on my soul, get it all out that I'm thinking about with Junior and that I'm feeling as quickly as possible so that we can get as much as possible. Because when I go back to work, I'm not gonna be off until later on this evening. So I need y'all to come on in and like the video, y'all. I need all of us to be on our job and do our things today without us having to say it over and over again. I need all of us to just be in tune and like the video, do what we need to do. Ones in the chat, donate if you can. I greatly appreciate it. Nobody donated yesterday, but the day before yesterday, a few people had donated. And matter of fact, let me stop the video right now and tell y'all this. Because I said that I was gonna tell y'all this yesterday, but I ended up getting off live and I forgot to tell y'all. So the people who nobody donated yesterday at all. But the day before yesterday, when I was telling y'all about my car payment and I didn't know what to do, I got up that morning, and when I got up to crank up my car, they had turned my car off. They had turned it off because, mind you, I told you I pay them $200 every 2 weeks. So I called them and I asked them if I could just at least pay, if they could cut it back on if I pay $100 now, because that's all I had. Thanks to y'all. Thanks to let me make sure it's not anonymous. Thank you for working hard from June Star. June Star, thank you for your donation. Let me make sure. My sister Tara, thank you for your donation. And hold on. Make sure it's not anonymous. Monday, Cheryl, thank you for donating on Monday. I appreciate that. And my sister Yushraya donated that day too. And that's the thing. Even if we don't see Yushraya in the chat, Yushraya still be there. She's a moderator. Even if we don't see Yushraya in the chat, she's there. Even if you don't see Holy Ghost Girl in the chat, she's there. Tara, TBT, Gia, they're there. Even if you don't see them in the chat, they're there, and I love that, man. I love y'all, man. I love all my moderators, all 5 of y'all, plus our girl, Miss T. Y'all already know she gonna come in every couple of months, but she's still a moderator that ain't changing. But I appreciate y'all because with all of y'all donations together, it was about $30, like about $30 or $35. So I was able to put that with what I had to get $100 to be able to get my car cut back on so that I could go to work. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna get the other 100. I got till Friday. And because I got till Friday, I think that might get me through the weekend, and then they won't cut it off probably till Monday. But I just needed it to get cut on so that I could go to work. And I know that I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I really am. But this is why I'm on break right now, but I'm going back to work. I'm gonna get as many hours as I possibly can. Like I was saying earlier, you don't wanna I kind of got a little bit frustrated, but I want to make sure that I don't let my frustration out on the people who schedule my clients because I don't want them to make it even harder for me. You know what I mean? Just because I'm frustrated because I went from having 60 or 80 hours to having 20 and 30 hours just barely getting that. I don't like that, but it's nothing I can do as far as with the people in the office. The only thing I can do is tell them like to keep me in mind and that I'm not used to this and that it's causing problems. So I need more clients. That's the only thing I can do. You know what I mean? And because the office is full of new people, that's all new people that I got to rebond with, that got to get to know me because they got their favorites. And they might pass you up on some hours to give it to somebody who they cool with. So it's a thing that I don't like, but I'm figuring it out. That's what the problem is, though. It's not no other problem but the fact that my hours change. And when my hours change, my income change, it's stressful. So that's why I'm glad that I went ahead and got my money orders for my rent. I'm glad that I went ahead and got it that day because I wouldn't have it now. I would be not able to pay my rent right now if I didn't go ahead and do that early. You know what I'm saying? So now I got in mind the bills that's due throughout the rest of this month. You know what I'm saying? Now that's what I got in mind. That I gotta get paid with this check, and then the next check after that, I'm gonna have to put to the side for my rent. So I'm trying to stay ahead of the game. Some kind of way, I'm still making it. Some kind of way, God still got my back. So I'm telling y'all this so that y'all can see. It is no question, y'all, that God is real. It is no question. It is no question. Look at my life. If you doubt God in any way, look at my life. I'm gonna give it all to you. I'm gonna tell everything to you. Even if I don't, if it makes me look bad, or even if it's not favorable to me, I'm human. Everything I do is not right. Everything I do is not perfect. And I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all and let y'all know that so that y'all can see the journey too. Because although my life is not right and it's not perfect, y'all gonna see a journey of me at least striving to be the best person that I could be, striving to be the best child of God that I could be, striving to be a better mom, a better woman, a better everything. You understand what I'm saying? That's what y'all looking at. So people might say, "Oh, she doing this, she begging, or she asked for it." I don't listen to none of that because if I don't tell you when I'm going through something and when I'm down. You're not going to understand my joy when I'm up. You're not going to understand why I'm jumping up and down in the air when God coming through my life and bless me. You're not going to understand it, so I'm telling you about everything. That's all. Because the people that's going to donate, they're going to donate whether or not I talk about this or not. The people that's not going to donate, they're not going to donate regardless. I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to tell y'all. And it might not seem right or sound right now, but you got to understand, I'm not thinking about just today. I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about, you understand? So just know that. Just understand that. I know some people that's going to try to make y'all believe that I'm somebody that I'm not, but I'm going to keep coming on here every time, being real with y'all, and hopefully one day y'all really see that I've been genuine the whole time. But now that we got that out the way, anybody that want to donate, that's the cash out right there. Now I'm going to get back up into this cerebral palsy stuff, okay? Now that we got that out the way. If you want to donate, the cash app is at the bottom of the screen. $QINGLEXUS. Once again, it's $QINGLEXUS. Now, like I was saying, when you realize that your child has cerebral palsy, these are things that Junior would need. Look at this.
Know that I'll be there for the highs and lows. Keep you going if your heart gets low. By your side when you're all alone. Know that I'll be there for the highs and lows.
Facts about cerebral palsy. It affects a person's mobility, balance, and posture. We always talk about how his feet curve. We talk about how he can't walk and he not walking. Mobility, balance, and posture. Krishan, God put certain people on this earth that know certain things and they have the desire to do certain things because he knew that people like Junior were going to need help. While you on the Dancer Project talking about praying in a way, right? Right? Let's get into it real quick while I'm on break. I need y'all to be hitting the like button. I trust that y'all gonna do y'all part. Hold up. Hold on. Because we about to go ahead and get into it, honey. Here we go. Why you sitting over here talking about
Tretch's daughter? I don't know if you know that. She called you out.
Who's that?
She's the girl that just got her clock cleaned in the boxing ring. She got knocked out cold.
For real?
I know that is going to start happening a lot. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to call you out. The same thing that you
that's why I got my tags turned off. I only see what I want to see.
Okay. But you know that shit is all over the internet. So even if you have the tags turned off, it has to be difficult to not see certain things.
Explain it. So she called me out. Oh, I saw it on Shade Room. Is it the one that? I don't know. Yeah. It's a couple of people that was on Shade Room. Yeah, what she look like? She white?
No.
Oh, that girl with no hair.
It'll keep happening though, because that's just how fighting works. Win or lose, somebody's gonna want a shot at the Krishan Rock. So that's
no, you know what it is. I have a career that's thriving, and that's
you're a name.
Yeah, and you know, people just be trying to use me to give them back their old career or revamp it.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? She probably needed it, but you know, the person that I'm going up against, she's humble.
Yeah,
and she was picked by the coaches, so.
In preparation for that fight, do you think of all the other people?
First of all, I just want to say this real quick. I'm still irritated at the fact that she's like a kid swinging that stuff around in this interview. I'm sorry, I got to say this too. I got to say that. What's all that noise? You are grown. What is all this noise? Like, it's ridiculous. You make more noise than Junior. You more hard-headed than a 5, 6-year-old baby. It's like you can't you in competition with your own son. It's just disgusting. But I don't have time to really go in. So let me just get on over here and hit play.
Or do you focus on her? Because some people might say, "Oh, I see such and such face when I'm punching this person," and other people will focus on just the fight at hand. Are you using any of that to kind of focus on?
Oh yeah, so I'm not really. All I'm thinking about is that jab, right hook. Then I gotta listen to what he's saying on the sideline.
Yeah, right, that's right.
On top of them screaming.
Make sure you don't. Make sure you don't.
Stop swinging that thing. Okay, we clearly know that's not real. All that jingling, all that metal clamping and clacking together. Like, girl, that rhodium, that plated rhodium that you turning around, twisting around like a pendulum. That's not a pendulum. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Don't smack that camera up. That chain is heavy.
But yeah.
No, I with the right coaching, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, obviously your mindset is going to be set right. You got the right coaching. And
but y'all doing it still, and you can look at her eyes and tell she's doing it because she knows it's bothering him. A fucking weirdo.
I think it's amazing that you're doing this. I'm familiar with Damon from Celebrity Boxing. I've met him a few times.
Oh, he's a cool guy. Yeah. Good guy.
He was a good boxer himself. Yeah.
Bro?
So, yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, we had
I just be like trying to get paid. That's all.
We had him on the show briefly early.
No, he's a good person. Me too.
Seems like it.
He's excited. I'd be like, no, wait till I post. He'd post before I post.
Yeah. Of course he's excited because he's always looking for that name, somebody that could really look. You're coming in with a package. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows what he's
Plus
doing.
more.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. And so for him, he's just like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? He's and you look at that and then you want to recreate that. Like, before he might have gone a certain direction, but as he's seeing how these things are going now, he's like, man, I should be there. I started this early on. This is where I want to be, bringing you in. I know. What I'm saying, usually I found out with boxers, don't even say, like, what happens do you feel like if you lose, would you feel a certain way? They're like, I ain't gonna brands. I don't say things just to say them. All right. We've been doing podcasting for 5 years now, literally. Right. 5 years. Mm-hmm. We brought you up here. The page was like, yeah. I'm telling you, new friends. They're inviting me to their. I want to wait a little bit because I know all this shit's going on right now. You want to just wait because I was
like, nah, everything was right on time.
Yeah, but I think it's important too.
But then you was like, you just had a new baby, and then you like, yeah, so can we do something? I said, yo, I'm gonna have to fly back. No, coach is not going. Yeah, it's gonna be no. I'm trying to win. I ain't no days off.
And then he said it. Then if that's the case, I'm going with you, and that's dope, right? Because to make sure that you're on point is the most important
focus.
Thing. Yeah,
I could almost like.
What?
There's a strength.
Take your time.
That's nice.
It's good.
Yeah,
it really is. Like it's. You got a lot of dope shit going on. See you shining. They see you happy.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't nobody want to hear that.
As long as you.
Hold on, y'all. I'm finna go ahead and just go to Instagram because I think it's a clip of it. It's a reason why I'm playing this. So hold on a second, y'all. Let me go ahead. I know Corey got it pulled up. I already know. All right, let me see. I feel honored to have a matchup like this. Yeah, I want to do the one about I know what's gonna happen. Let me see to start it off. Just wait when my son start walking and talking. All right, yeah. Let's go over here.
They're guessing or whatever. No, the word said what the word said. God said what the God says. I don't have to accept what you. So it's really like me. Like
I want to play this and put ones in the chat for me if y'all can hear. And I gotta remember to come back over here to make sure y'all can hear. Now that I found what I'm looking for, we can get back rolling. I want to play this because I want y'all to see the mindset and the stupidity and how some of us, y'all, some of us that say that we Christian, that say that we love the Lord, some of us, man, some of us gotta wake up, man. Some of us gotta wake up because first of all, this really don't apply to Krishan because she's not even for real about her walk with God. But there are some people who are for real about their walk with God that take on this mindset that she got, right? And they don't realize God put people in place on this earth to help your son. And you praying and asking God and saying you don't care about what nobody says, about what God say. Like God don't speak through us. You act like God don't speak through us. Just like he got every organ in our body to work a certain way, we are one flesh, one body of people. And we all got a place. We all got a task from God. We are the person who that makes it their life work to help kids with cerebral palsy. Do you not think God is moving through them? Do you not think that? But you will limit yourself because you want to see what? You want God to come down. You want to see a burning bush. You want to what is it? Because you say it, and this don't really apply for Krishan. Because Krishan don't love her son, don't want to help her son, and don't really her walk with God is not what she presents to y'all that it is. And I feel so bad because I remember how I was, y'all, when I was 12 years old as a Christian. I remember matter of fact, not even just 12, man. Let's go 13, 14, 15 years old. I remember the church that I went to. I remember the things that I followed them, man. I looked up to Pastor Marcus. I looked up to him. And I had to like find out certain things about him, about what was being done, what was being said. And I had to grow. And I thank God that I was able to see certain things because I would have followed his mindset and I would have been blind leading the blind. You understand? If I would have kept following his mindset, but I've always been a person that asks questions. That's what I love about my pastor, about Pastor Anderson, my pastor that I look at as my pastor still to this day. I can ask him anything. It is not going to be like, oh no, don't question this. Or, oh no, man, we're going to talk about it. We're going to go to the scripture about it. Not him telling me what the scripture say, him telling me to go read it for myself. That's the type of stuff that I like. You understand? So shout out to Pastor Anderson, my pastor. But anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because she literally is feeding poison to the people by saying, oh, it don't matter what nobody say, what no doctor say, what no person say. It don't matter. That is dangerous. That is dangerous.
Protecting a revelation that I heard from the Lord over my son. Yeah. Like, I can't wait when my son start walking and talking.
A revelation you heard from the Lord over your son. And you just said you can't wait for your son to start walking and talking. That's what you just said. But you won't acknowledge that he got cerebral palsy. Therefore, there won't be any intervention done. So, therefore, he won't be able to get this. You know why she walking? Do you know why she walking? Because her mother and father said, oh, there's something going on with our daughter. Oh, let's go have her checked out. Oh, they're saying it might be this, it might be this. Oh, now you go on a journey of finding out what's going on with her so the intervention can start, and now that baby is walking. Now that baby is walking. You want things to pop up and appear. And that lets me know that you don't we're not serving the same God. Because with God is not magic. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? That whole pop up and appear, that Jack in the Box stuff, that's magic. And that's a God that I don't serve. I rebuke that in Jesus' name. No. God moves through us. God moves through us. We are all one body. Our heart communicates with our brain, our gut. You understand what I'm saying? Some people would say you got 3 brains. Some people would say, yo, you got a brain on your head, your heart is a brain, and your gut is a brain. And they say that because of the way that your organs work together and how they work and they communicate without speaking words. You understand what I'm saying? We are all one body. God communicates to you through me, through her, through him, through it ain't no magic, no pop up Jack in the Box stuff. That's a different God. That's what she wants. That's not what we're not serving the same master. You understand what I'm saying to you, girl? That ain't the same thing. That ain't the same thing. God communicates to us through each other. So you want him to start walking and talking, but yet you won't listen to a doctor, a friend, a pastor, a cousin, a sister, a nobody. You want to make things happen with your mind. Remember that? Huh? That's what she believes. Let's be clear on who she is and what she believes. For those that don't know, she said Matilda is her favorite movie. Not because of the story about her getting adopted from an abusive family. Oh, no. Krishan's sisters went through that, not her. She said because she can do things in her mind. That's what she said. And I never seen nobody scare Cam Newton like that. But Cam Newton said, he recognized that. That's for another conversation. But he recognized something in her. But I wonder sometimes if the way he doing, but hey, we can talk about that another time because that's a whole nother rabbit hole that we can go into about Cam Newton. My detector is going off over there. Something ain't right over there. We're going to talk about it one day. We're going to talk about it. But let's get back over here because this is important to me that y'all hear and see some of these things. Let's go back to the hands.
Hi, good morning. Early signs of cerebral palsy. Well, cerebral palsy has a lot of different actions right in the beginning, and one of them is the hands. When you're doing something really nice and open, you're
look at the way our hands move compared to the way junior hands move. This is important. This is a clear sign. People want to talk about guessing. Girl, I ain't guess. I researched something you should have been doing. That's what you should have been doing. How many likes we got, family? How many likes we got, family? Thank you. Come on, Egypt don't need her clout. You clocked in, girl. Dr. Hope Owens, I want to get to know you. I hope you like and subscribe. Holler at me. Communicate with me. Dr. Owens, welcome. I love to see it. She won't get anything done, and this is sad. Man, yeah. Okay, I'll pin it. I'll pin it right now. Thank y'all for asking me. Let me put it up real quick. All right, there it is right there. Anybody who want to know my cash app, there it is right there. It's $QINGLEXUS. Once again, it's $QINGLEXUS. Thank you for asking me that. I appreciate it. I'm gonna stay in the zone real quick, y'all, because I'm on break. So let me play this video so we can get to this.
baby will be going against gravity and going against gravity. This is some of the things we're covering this week in the reflex course. So there's no purposeful movement. They're just there to, again, people think it's open and close, palmar plantar, right? But what you're looking for is, again, it's that going against gravity. Breathing is your first one, and then you're just going into your hands and your vision and all that sort of stuff. But the hands will start out and almost like they're like seaweed in water.
Seaweed in water. Have you ever noticed with Junior hands, and don't worry because I'm going to show you. His hands are like seaweed in water the way that they open, y'all. He does move like that. If you notice with his hands, he does move like that. His hands move like seaweed in water. That's one of the official signs. I'm going to let her continue. She does it better than me. Look at the way she moves her hands.
Right? What you will see with cerebral palsy is, and other things too, by the way, when we're talking about early signs, we've got to combine all these. So I did a video yesterday. Now we're going into this. And yesterday's video was applied force, but now we're going into the hands. So when the hands don't want to open, now your baby will always have instances like when they're sleeping or whatever, that the hands will be closed. But we can feel this. We close our hands like this, and we feel the rotation, right? Now go in one index fingers and feel the rotation, right? Now go in two index and feel the rotation, right? And then you can go the whole way where it's fisted and feel what happens. And especially to, which we're going to talk about tomorrow, the commitment of the wrist, adding into that, the combination is what you really want to avoid.
Now let's look.
They gotta promote this fight.
Okay,
What fight?
Real fight.
By the way, ever since I did the video on this, Krishan grabs his hands a lot. She don't want us to see his hands a lot. And I got a problem with that. You said that the God is God over everything. Why do you try to suppress the clear signs of what he's going through if you are a believer that God is going to do magic? And God, the God that I serve, don't do magic, don't need no magic, don't need no embellishment stories, or none of that stuff that you and your family be doing. Did you hear what I said? Y'all making up fake stories about God like he's Santa Claus, doing all that stuff. We don't need that. It's real life miracles and blessings that go on. We don't gotta lie about God's glory. It's big enough. It's bigger than anything that you could ever even make up in your mind anyway. It's bigger than that. But why would you try to suppress the signs that he shows that he got cerebral palsy if you really believe what you're saying about, oh, I don't listen to no doctors and nobody guessing and nobody da-da-da. I trust God and I know my God gonna do da-da-da. If you really feel like that, then why, when I point out something that Junior is doing to show he got cerebral palsy, why do you then start hiding it? Why do you turn his face away from the camera? Why do you hide him away from us if you really believe and feel what you said on the Desert Project about your baby? You know why? Because you don't care about Junior. You don't really believe none of that. But you know that it's people out here who, for one, don't know who God is. Unfortunately, y'all. Unfortunately, it's people out here who still don't know who God is and don't recognize when God is talking to them or talking through them. So that is how she's able to get up on here and act like, oh, I can't wait till he start walking and talking. I don't care about what nobody say or nobody guess. I don't care about what nobody speculate. I don't care about what a doctor say. But yet you hide him from us. So you acknowledge that something is going on. something is going on. And if you were so bold and your faith is, oh, this God gonna do this, that, then why hide it? I'm not hiding nothing because I want y'all to see God's glory for real. So if this is what she really believes, y'all, she would not be hiding the clear signs of that baby is in distress. That baby is not eating. That baby has got some bad things going on up under that diaper. Painful thing. Imagine how painful that is. I had a patient this morning that is 80-something years old. Okay? Man, let me tell y'all something. Still very much sensitive when you gotta clean him. Rightfully so. But what I'm saying is, if an 80-something-year-old man is sensitive like that, when it comes to the area of the testicles or any of that, then imagine how a baby feels. And then he got scabs and blisters and blood down there. That's torturous for a baby, man. That's torturous for him to have to feel all that pain down there. Those are very sensitive areas. Very sensitive areas. I just cannot even imagine the pain, man, that he got to be feeling. But I digress. I gotta keep it going.
Huh?
For real, I ain't trying to fight that one.
Don't want
Trying to knock her out.
girl want chicken with those.
Can I get one with no beef?
Adam, did you see that? Do you see the evil in her right now?
You can charge your phone. Charger. Okay, that's a charger, I think. Or maybe it's what do you call it?
What? And then to top it off, he looked this way and she said, "You something wrong. Something wrong with that girl." She throwed off.
What kind of charger? USB port, maybe. For the phone? Probably for the laptop. Who knows?
Who do that? They got away.
gotta promote this fight.
Come on, man. You know what? Say, oh, bring that way to show. Whenever you want. I'm gonna eat. And I feel just get off. Okay. That's right there.
Do his hair. I did, but then when I put the hat on, I messed it up. And you don't want to keep his head on. Let's see.
He want to mess with you.
God, look how picture putting that stuff on his head. God, see, look. Y'all see that? How she just put that cap on his head and holding his face like, oh.
You like that or no?
Man.
This was mine.
Second G to see how far.
That's what I wanted y'all to see. Look at his head. Now, and then you saw Krishan grab his head the entire time. Because I had already started showing that about his hands, y'all. The entire time. She didn't want us to see his hand. She was moving his arms, moving his face. She want him on camera, but she don't want to show what's really going on with him. But you saying you don't trust what the doctor say, you don't trust what nobody gets, nobody died. You said that God gonna do it in a different way. You saying you know how God gonna do it, as if you are God. You basically saying you know how God gonna do it. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. She don't listen to a doctor or anybody else. She said somebody guessing. I know she was trying to talk about me, but I don't guess. I research. But how about you saying that, oh, all those people don't matter. So you know how God gonna show you, right? That's what you're saying. You're basically saying you know what God gonna do before he even do it. That's what I'm talking about people like her. She manipulates people who don't know who God is for real. And I just pray that she's not people who are just now getting to know God, people who are just now wanting to find out who God is, are very, very vulnerable. And I don't want Krishan to be making them think that it's supposed to look, be, and feel like this. Because it's not. It's not. And that's why we got to come on here and call it out. That's why we got to do that. Because it's y'all. Just because we got to understand it don't mean the next person don't. Some people grew up and their parents might not believe in God, but they do. And they know it's a higher power, and then they go on a journey. And if they run across Krishan, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Hey, Miss Know-It-All, baby. Recessionista, baby blue. What's up, Jess? What's up, Jessica? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm on my break, girl. That's why I ain't been in the chat. I'm on my break. And so I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, because we got about another 30 minutes. So I'm going to give it all I got. You feel me? All right, let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going. So we see the hands. Now let's come back over here because I want us to learn something else too. We already learned about the hands. This lady is amazing. Krishan, this is the page you need to be going to. But I know you won't. So somebody in the church, anybody in the church, please look at these videos so you can help Junior. Please. Please, y'all. Hold on. It's one thing I want to show y'all about gravity. So hold on. Problem, autism, optimism, development, movement, there are 3 milestones. Hold on. Hold on, when your baby is skip skeeting, I'ma play this one. Hip structures, mission milestones. I want to do the one about gravity, but something is telling me to click on this one. So I'm gonna click on this one, and I'll find the one about gravity while I'm at work tonight, so that way I can play it tomorrow because I don't see it. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to that one because I still don't see the one about. Wait, this is the one I think. I think this is the one.
Hi, please don't put your baby in tummy time when it's a stress situation. And more so, don't dangle the carrot to make them look up. Babies don't lift their heads. We can lift our heads. Babies don't. Their pelvis goes down and it's a seesaw. What to do? Okay, tricks. This is tummy time, guys. Now, your baby might have head failure, right? You're just here. I'm not grabbing my child.
Mhm.
I'm just finding a nice way of saying, hi, sweetheart. I'm not holding the head, just guiding it. Hi,
Don't
sweetheart.
hold it. Guide
Or
it.
they're just going to float here. At this angle, it's just easier for them to keep the pelvis down and to come up. I'm not looking for them to push up. This is not how it works. Now, what I can start doing once I get a good establishment, I can start sliding down more and more. Again, hi, sweetheart. They'd rather look at you and then again go in and out of sleeping. Now they're sleeping in tummy time. You're right here. It's supervised. Nothing's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because you're awake with your child and you're watching it. And that's how you start integrating tummy time. It's in the course as such. We never teach just putting their child down because you already have weight transfer issues, right? The weight's not transferring from the upper torso into the pelvis, right? So when you dangle like that, what happens is the head wants to go straight back. Well, guess what? When you do something like that, you're going to interrupt midline, and midline's going to get stuck here. We don't want that. Tummy time is where they can go to the side and off to the side, and then they lift their heads up and they put it down to the other side, and you're right here. But this is especially when they're being treated. They're getting, you know, coddled and cooed, and your love. And guess what? This is, I can't just be with a baby. You know, I would just sit there and start working on a movement lesson. You can do it in this position.
Exactly. You can literally be, you could be helping them. You could be helping them. You could be literally, you, Krishan, could be doing things to help him. But y'all, we see how she moved him and grabbed his head. And y'all just heard the expert say, don't do that. Do not do that. Do's and don'ts. That's what you just saw. All right. Now, going into all fours. This is the one, I think this is one of the ones, okay, no. Versus being placed on all fours. That's the one right there, I think. Probably the key is not getting stuck. This was the one. The skip sitting. Here we go. Remember, now let's go to this first. Let's go to this first. Hold up. Oh, I'm so glad that I got time to do this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lord. I'm so glad I got time to do this. All right, where we at? Boom. Let's go here first. Let's look at this. Are we here? Put a 1 in the chat, y'all. Let me know we good. Okay, it looked like it's over here. Okay, good. Remember this?
He has asked you to live by. Next scripture reference, Hebrews 10:38. Now you know how I know.
Now she did that on purpose. Everybody supposed to be listening to the pastor. The lights are dim. Why is everybody laughing at her? The whole focus on her, as if y'all rehearsed it. That's what somebody like me with a trained eye. It looks like y'all all rehearsed this. Y'all supposed to be paying attention to Pastor Mike. He's supposed to be paying attention to God in the Bible. Why do you gotta stop discerning? Because she gotta get up and get the baby. Why do she look dead at the camera as if they rehearsed this and she let him go just enough so the camera can pick up on him doing a movement? A week after I started playing that doctor, somebody in the church seen what I was playing, and somebody close to Junior started working with him, because when he did this was about a week or two after I started showing the lady with the move. No, because I had been showing her, but like every couple of months, I would pull this same lady back up. It's been about a year and some months since I've been showing this lady for the first time. But I'll show some things, and then some other things will happen, and then a couple of months later, I'll end up showing this lady again, and I'm not going to stop. This is what I'm going to continue to do, y'all, until everybody sees the truth. I'm going to continue to show people, even if it feels like I'm regurgitating the same thing. It's new people coming in, and I'm going to be patient with y'all. Now, let's get to it, because I don't got long, so let me...
He has...
While you paying attention to him skip jumping, if you can, look at Krishan too. Because you're going to notice Krishan looking dead at the camera. After he does this skip jumping thing, she then leaves and goes back there to the control room immediately. Leaves Junior out there at the church for the longest time out there by himself while she in the control room, because she got to hurry up and get it on social media. This is what I be talking about. Look.
Ask you to live by. Next scripture reference, Hebrews 10:38. He has asked you to live by. He has asked you to live by. He has.
You see her looking? You see what she looking at, y'all? Look at Krishan real quick. Y'all see what Krishan looking at? The camera.
Asked you to live by.
Look, she looking dead at the camera.
Next scripture reference, Hebrews.
Still, she looking dead at the camera.
10:38. Now you know.
Now she feel like they got enough, so now she about to get up.
How I know he had.
Y'all see how everything stopped? It's giving rehearsed. It's giving y'all already planned this. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
Has asked you to live by. Next scripture reference, Hebrews 10:38. He has asked you to live by. He has asked you to live by.
Now, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. And let's go here. Let's go here. Can y'all hear and see everything? Everything good?
So the question is, how do I have perfect crawling, but I don't have sitting? Well, you don't have perfect crawling.
With the one in the chat,
you can't skip a milestone, first of all. It's just not optimal. But why do people think that they have crawling when they don't have independent sitting? Independent sitting is just that. You are sitting up. It's not a prop sitting. It's not a pillow sitting. It's not a 20-second sitting. Your child is playing in sitting.
All right. Listen to what this lady said again. Now that I know y'all can hear it, listen to what she said again.
So the question is, how do I have perfect crawling, but I don't have sitting? Well, you don't have perfect crawling.
You have people think he crawling. She said, I have perfect crawling, but I don't have sitting. She letting you know, well, you don't have perfect crawling then. If you don't have independent sitting, you don't have perfect crawling. That's important. That's important. Because 9 times out of 10, when we see Junior, he's not sitting up independently on his own. He is laying there, moving around on the mat like that baby was that I just played for y'all earlier. He may be able to sit up for a few seconds, but once again, remember, babies dealing with cerebral palsy are feeling like they are in a fight with gravity. That's how it feels for them. So they will, they'll get up. And that's how I know Junior a fighter. But then everything collapses. You will notice that Junior does that. And that is the reason. Because literally air is heavy for him. You hear me? Literally air is heavy for him. Now, he's not independent sitting. So that skit we just saw with him in the church, she want us to believe that he's crawling. If he can't sit, he can't crawl. That's what you just got from these first few seconds, but I digress. Keep going.
You can't skip a milestone, first of all. It's just
you cannot skip a milestone. This lady is brilliant. I gotta bust it down for y'all. I gotta get off at 4 o'clock, y'all. Don't let me forget that.
But why do people have crawling when they don't have independent sitting? Independent sitting is just that. You are sitting. It's not a prop sitting. It's not a pillow sitting. It's not a 20-second sitting.
Hey, sister.
Your child is
It's
playing
y'all.
sitting. Right? And so the independent sitting, first of all, happens at 5.5 months. And please, by the way, when I was responding to somebody that some people I've known now because they've been posting up other things. So other people might think I'm being abrupt to that person. I'm not being abrupt. And I am abrupt though when I'm texting. This is why I do videos. But when I'm here sitting, right? First of all, with sitting, big things. Not only am I coming to midline with both hands, coming to midline, but I'm crossing midline. So what does that look like? Oops, sorry, I'm got all my little props here for being in Florida. So I'm sitting independently. I
want y'all to also notice this baby is a certain way for a reason. Notice how when the baby goes down, how his head looks. And you will notice that that is exactly how Junior head looks when he goes down.
midline, but I can cross midline. Why? Because I grabbed my feet. These are why all the milestones come into play. And then from independent sitting, right, at 5.5 months, at 6.5 months now, I am able to lie from my back, reach for something, and I sit up. This opens up the pelvic region. If your child doesn't do that, they will not go into standing. They do not go into all fours.
Hello.
From the sitting position. And what they'll do is they'll pull up to standing. Pull up to standing as a milestone under the U.S. government. It should be abolished. There's no such thing as pulling to standing. You get in and out of standing through your pose, but you do not go in.
Hold up. We gotta bust that down because Junior got marks on his hands and on his feet. Krishan thinks she's doing something by showing us that Junior can hang off with the side of the thing. Oh, he doing good. He pulling up the standing. No, ma'am. This is why you need a professional. Because you are doing all the wrong things with Junior, and you think you're doing the right thing. You think you're doing the right thing. But God got certain people in place for certain reasons. God uses us to help each other. And Krishan, that's how I know you ain't really about what you talking about. Because if God moved through you, why wouldn't he be able to move through a doctor, a YouTuber, a friend, a family member, a sister, a mother? That's how I know we don't serve the same God. You serve a darkness that I rebuke in the name of Jesus. That's how I know. You're doing all the wrong things with that boy, and you ain't literally, the only thing you doing is giving him a hard time. That's it. You just giving Junior a hard time for no reason, and I hate to see it. I cannot stand to see it. Let me try to let this lady teach some more before I got to get out.
Otherwise. 1 second. Hi, Alona. How's Ruben? Then from this type of sitting, because I've come to sitting to and from, now my pelvis is open to go in and out of all fours and then crawl. And that's how it's supposed to work. But if your child can't sit, you're rolling over, most likely head down rolling over versus rolling over up here where you're up. Right? Again, these are.
Do you ever notice that it seems like Junior, when he moves head first? That's what she's talking about. When you can tell when something is not right, when the baby doesn't have the core strength. That's why you gotta independently sit before you crawl. Because independent sitting goes into moving this way and moving this way. That's core strength. But when Junior, remember that video of Junior flipping out of Krishan's hands? Remember how it seemed like he moved his head to run away from her? He has to use the weight of his head. This how smart he is. This how smart he is, y'all. He know he can't move like this, like with his core, but he got to get away from her. So he literally is smart enough to know, let me use the weight of my head because I know my body gonna follow. This is a baby. So by no means are we calling Junior dumb or less than or anything like that. Man, Junior is amazing. He is amazing. It's just the fact that we gotta call out that what's going on with him so he can be helped properly. But she goes to Danza Project and tries to make them believe that we sitting up here throwing stones at a baby. That's how awful she is. We would never do nothing like that. That's not what becoming family stand on and stand for. We're not for it. We would never do that. And then Danza, you come up and you come for her defense like she's in the right. Do you care more about her or do you care more about the baby? I care more about the babies. I do. I would not care about none of that with her. Okay? It's about the baby. That's the future, y'all. That's our future. That's our future, man. I had people around me that cared about my baby. So when I want to go outside, they say put a hat on that baby before y'all go out the door. When I was 16 and 17 and I had my son, I didn't know everything. I didn't know everything. And it got frustrated sometimes because I felt like people was trying to tell me this and tell me that. But I also knew that they did this before me. They did this before me. So they obviously know something because their kids grew up and was able to survive long enough to get pregnant with me. And I'm still alive, so they obviously know more than me. They're called elders for a reason. Now, don't get me wrong. We only speaking right now of the surface because some elders can get toxic. Some elders can get too controlling. Some elders can get possessive. But that's not the point when it comes to just the surface of it. At the end of the day, they cared. At the end of the day, we care. You understand what I'm saying to y'all? I'm not saying that I'm happy with all the decisions that I made, but what I am saying is that I had good intentions. God know my heart. And the people that was around me that I listened to, some people I wish that I would have listened to about this, but not about this. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to this situation, Junior needs intervention. Junior needs help. That's what we're not gonna get. But we also always highlight how resilient he is, how much of a fighter he is, how smart he is. He literally is figuring out how to live with his condition on his own. Please hear me when I say this. Junior is literally figuring out how to live with his condition. He's figuring it out on his own. His mother is doing everything wrong. The way that she grabbed on him, the way she hold his head. This lady gonna tell you, and I'm gonna show y'all. It's the wrong way to even do it. You causing more stress than relief. But still, Junior, on his own, we are watching a baby on his own figure out how to get through this life with his condition the best way he can, even if it means using his head when he want to go a certain direction. He know he can use the weight of his head, bro. That baby is smart. That baby is awesome. That baby just needs somebody around him that love him. That's not gonna get blocked by Krishan, because I'm not saying he done had people around him that care, at least a little bit. But remember, Krishan blocked that. Remember, Chastity said before he got a life-changing surgery, Krishan blocked it. Remember, Tareen needed his information. Krishan blocked it. So she's literally, this is what I'm telling y'all. She will go on the Dancer Project, right? And she will say, oh, I can't wait till my son start walking and my son start talking. That's what she will literally say. But the truth of the matter is, you are getting in the way of him doing all of those things. You are the problem. You are the hindrance of him walking and talking, Krishan.
Anybody, if they're guessing or whatever, no, the word said what the word said.
What do the words say? What do the words say? Because Cam Newton popped Joe Bubba on y'all interview. He knew more about God than you did. You thought it was only one Mary in the Bible. And then in that same interview, you let us know something that I caught on to when you said Lord, take them. I caught that. We're going to get into that when I go live again because we're running out of time. But we're going to get into that. Y'all like the video now, y'all. I need y'all to like the video, please.
God say what the God says. I don't have to accept what you. So it's really like me.
So you don't have to accept it. Well, what are you going to accept? Why is it that you don't want to accept help, yet we watch you hurt him? We literally watch you hurt that baby. We literally watch you hurt that baby. And for some reason, before we get off of here, for some reason, y'all, I really want to show y'all, and I think it'll be on here. Thank you, Holy Ghost girl, for being in the chat, girl. It's good to see you in there. I'm trying to hurry up and get this stuff out, but I seen you, sis, and I'm gonna call you while I'm at work. You know I'm gonna call you while I'm at work, sis. But I believe that it's on here, so y'all hold on. I want to show y'all how amazing this baby is, man. He is so amazing, y'all. He is so amazing. Hold on. We almost there. I'm so glad that Corey Lombardi got this page because I know it's going to be on here. All right. Let me see what time span we in. Okay. This was the time that she was at that hair place. That's what we about to watch real quick. Before we go, we about to watch when she was there. And he had to literally, poor baby, he had to use his head, y'all, to get away from her, y'all. Is this it? Is this it? No, that ain't it. We close, though. Oh, man, R.I.P. to Ronnie, man. Rest in peace to Ronnie. Look at that, y'all. Look at that picture. Oh, man. All right, we close to it because this was, now we at before the Blueface got out. All right, now we at the Ray J thing. Wait a minute. We got on the same outfit! Look at him, y'all. Look at the baby. No, I'm not good. Look at the baby, y'all. He over there, and he literally over there. And I just wonder what he thinking. I just wonder what he thinking, y'all. I just wonder what he's feeling. I wonder what he's feeling. What's going on, sis? No, Liz, it was all allegedly. Has anyone heard verification that CPS picked him up from Texas yesterday? Okay. No, I haven't. Hey, Tara. No, I haven't heard it. All right, y'all. That's right. That's right. I know. And I remember being devastated by this, y'all. But hold on, I wanna play some before we go. So I'm back over here, y'all. But I'll be back over there in the chat in a second. Hold on. Okay. We got on the same outfit! Oh! Look at him, y'all. And now, this is a prime example of what the lady was talking about. Junior cannot raise himself up. Therefore, he cannot independently sit. Therefore, he cannot crawl. You cannot jump milestones. They have to go in order. So while she thinking that she was doing something by having a whole church stage this, and I'm tired of her getting the church to act. I am tired of that. Because when Bino Mama was down to that play, they was all in a play, just playing. Now, Pastor Mike, you done officially lost control of your church. Krishan runs that church. This is the whole church stop. for this staging of Junior hip crawling. That's crazy right there. That's crazy. But hold on, before we go, I want to show that video that I was telling y'all about. And we real close to it, so hold up. All right, we closer. We closer. And wait a minute. That's her and Luella. She's jealous of that baby.
And article with the vaccination slide into the mask, even though the bag may not inflate.
Luella, I don't like how I'm so glad Luella ain't around her no more. Cause I didn't trust that or like that. I digress. She over there sucking toes right there. She was over there sucking toes. I seen that. I had to just a mess, y'all. Just a mess. She just a mess. All right. Are we there? Are we there? No, not yet. We closer though. That's when Bino had him. All right. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Bear with me, y'all. We almost there. We almost there. She was at the hair salon. I probably should have just typed it in. I would have found it by now, but now we in too deep. I might as well keep going. Bow! There we go.
Yeah, but he made his thing, so. So now we got dress him up again. Dress him clothes again. He bled through.
Now we gotta dress him up again. Put him on some clothes again. He bled through.
No, I say bled. He pooped.
You said bled because he's bleeding. That's why you said bled. Because he was bleeding.
He bled through the. I say bled.
He pooped through the.
I don't even want him putting his hands in her mouth because I'm afraid she might bite him to hurt him. I'm afraid she might actually bite his hand. I don't want him putting his hand in her mouth. I'm coming back over there in a second, y'all. Let me get through this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Here you go.
Better change my diaper. Change my outfit.
Yeah, he's gonna use his head. He's gonna use his head to get away from him.
What's up? Alright, he's so mean to you.
Look at how she grabbed him.
Especially his fucking father. So, he's jealous of his son.
Still looking straight up though. She wants us to believe that when she sits in his face and does that, ooh, give me a kiss, she wants us to believe that he's looking at her. He's still looking in the same exact direction. He's looking up. You, Krishan, have managed to learn how to position yourself in front of him to make it look like he's looking at you. And at times he very well may be. But Junior's strengths are going in and out because you are not doing anything to help him use those strengths and help him grow. Junior does not have to be going through what he's going through, y'all. Junior has moments where he can see good. He has moments where he can hold his head up for 2 seconds. He has moments of strength. All she had to do was get him an intervention. That baby could have broke so many barriers that it looked like the enemy was trying to put on him through her drinking, through her smoking, through her doing drugs. Junior defeated all the odds, man. He defeated all the odds and he still is. He still is. That's why we like this, because we know that right now, if we keep going, we know that Junior got a chance. But to sit back and zip our lips and let 18 years go by, 18 years of zipping your mouth, how could you do that? How could you be culpable in such a way? How could you be negligent? How could you watch idly without saying anything? Everybody around her can get it. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? I'm letting you know right now. Anybody around her gonna get it from becoming family. Anybody. Everything she doing is wrong. All the way down to the way she hold his head is wrong. She's only weighing down on him. She's not helping him. He already fighting gravity, and she grabs him and holds his arm like this, grabs his head, knocks it back like this. All the wrong things. He tries to get away from her. You saw him trying to push off of her. You saw that. He been trying to get away from her. In this video, he literally gonna use his head and spring over. That's how smart he is. He realized that he could use the weight of his head and his body was gonna follow, man. That's just, man.
Better change my diaper, change my outfit. What's up? Why are they so mean to you? Especially his fucking father.
She said, why they so mean to you? That's what she just said to Junior on live. Well, if you feel like that, why do you got him on live in the camera right now? Because you don't care about how they are with Junior. You really saying why they so mean to me. But you're wording it this way. I'm not dumb. You can't get that past me, girl. I'm not for it. Y'all, I got to go to work, man. I got to go to work, but I love y'all so much. And anybody who did donate, I'm going to either make a banner or I'm going to thank you on the next live. I don't even know where my phone is right now, but I got to get it because I got to go. But I love y'all so much. It was so good to see Holy Ghost Girl, Recessionista, Tara, Miss Know-It-All of y'all, man. Baby Blue, I seen you in here earlier. Krishan wants the child. This, yeah, man. Yeah. Yep, Corvette Muzzle. Yeah. You already see what's going on. Mwah, I love you, sister. Mwah, I love you, sister. Miss Know-It-All. Mwah, I love you, girl. Corvette Muscle, it's good to see you in here. Kelsey, it's good to see you. Doc, I see Doc. It was good to see the doctor in here today, too. Okay, thank you. Mwah, love you, baby. Love you. We family. We family. I gotta go, y'all. I can't let it be. I gotta go. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all next time, girl. Love you.